Their Majesties would invite into their court Symon of Barnsdale to answer the question placed before him.
Your Imperial Majesties, our most gracious and wonderful heirs, I bring before you one who sees the threads and strengthens the web that connects our kingdom, one who receives and raises axe and spear against enemies of the realm, one who wears the silver crescent and golden mantle, most esteemed and beloved among the servants of your kingdom, and a baron of your court. Your Majesties, I present to you Symon of Barnsdale.
So shiny. Oh. Toasty gold. Ready to get put down? You get a proper make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, please. You have an answer for us today.
Maybe? I'm gonna go with you. They get a cushion too. Yes.
Do you have some business with
Well.
Do we have a member of the Order of the Chivalry?
Your Majesties, I claim this right. I am Sir Cedric of Armorica, called by some Sir Cedric the Younger. I come bearing the words of my brother Sir Cedric of Thanet, called by some Sir Cedric the Elder. Me. That's right. Unto their Majesties of the East and their assembled noble host, Sir Cedric of Thanet sends his greetings and wishes for their health and happiness. I have been given the honor to speak for the most worthy Symon of Barnsdale, and these are just a few of my thoughts on his noble character. When one considers the virtues of leadership, it is often easy to overlook that which often proves the most beneficial: humility. Though Symon's virtues are many, it is this one beacon that can be seen often in his actions and deeds. He is one who, rather than seize the champion's dais, which he rightfully earns for himself, instead beckons others to it with him, raising them up and sharing both public honor and praise. He in fact provides that path for all of us, whether it be as a thrown weapons marshal on and off the field, or as a minister of web which binds us together when we are apart. Always giving, always promoting, always raising us up. Your Majesties, he is the tide which lifts all boats. He is my inspiration, mentor, and most definitely my peer. So says Cedric.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Buy one, get one, Cedric. Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel who would speak for this person?
Your Majesties, I shall stand to cure, companion of the Laurel and also ace of the low company of gamesters and gamblers. Yes, it's relevant. When we talk about the Order of the Laurel, people tend to say, oh, it's about the arts and sciences. But more than that, the Laurel is the order that embodies the principles of research and learning and teaching. And I know well Symon's skill in these because for many years now he has been my partner in crime as Jack of the Low Company. You all know his service through the web ministry. You know his martial prowess with thrown weapons. But I can speak well that he also researches and learns and teaches. He does more than just help make our collective game run. He also makes it better and more fun. Your Majesties, I can attest well to his quality, and I commend him to you this day for the peerage.
Is there a member of the Rose?
Majesties. I would claim that right.
You work too hard.
Don't even see me sweat. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. No. Can we fix that in post?
Yeah,
Can we?
totally.
Okay, thanks, guys. So. It's Rose's job to speak of courtesy, and I would also speak of Symon's service in creating spaces, welcoming spaces within this society, which is something we get to do as royalty, and I have seen him do in more than one community. We've heard about the company of gamesters. I first really got to know Symon when he became Consort's champion of thrown weapons. And if you have never had the experience of joining in the thrown weapons community, they are an extremely welcoming and creative group.
The first time we saw him compete, he did offhand baby throwing. Yeah, no,
And they cheer each other on, and they lift each other up, and it's team not zero the whole way, even if you, like me, can stick nothing and break things.
We have one of those at home too.
Yeah. And then it came to Penzic, and we are huddled in a rainstorm in a tent. And all of a sudden behind me, I hear the thrown weapons champions giggling to each other as they slowly start Toto's Africa. As they know the way to banish the rain. And thus, the entirety of East Kingdom Court is singing along. And they have made this welcoming and creative space. And we can't help but speak of the job in the web ministry. And what with the plague, the web ministry then created our amazing spaces online so we could keep that spark alive together. They had that unseen toil of making everything work and fixing it in post and running multiple hotspots to try to live stream a coronation in the middle of a field. And it truly kept the connection of the East Kingdom alive. It kept the society alive for many of us. And I would say, in all of this, this man is my peer.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense that could possibly be confused with Thomas Effingham? Fortune part 2.
Hello, everybody. I'm still effing Thomas.
Hi, effing Thomas!
And this time I get to speak about my friend Symon. When I was Baron of Carolingia 150 years ago, last month or two, Symon was an absolute rock of keeping me sane through all of the stuff we had to adapt to. This man's perseverance and patience, even in just dealing with me, let alone Kingdom, the rest of the Barony, the Thrown Weapons community, right? Like, the amount of stuff this guy does is insane. I can't even have the follow through to do a quarter of it, and that's even generous. Symon works hard and plays hard. And there is not much more I could say other than that he is the wheel that keeps a lot of things moving. There are stuff that happens because of Symon that no one will ever know of, and it's a shame. But the fact that he's getting recognized today does bring joy to my heart. You more than deserve this, and I wish to be half the peer you are someday, because you are an amazing dude. And I'm going to stop before I spiral out of control. So thank you for saying yes and joining the order that you're going to, and thank you for everything that you have done for me, for us, for everyone.
To a member of the Order of Pelican.
My name is Trey Harriena, Margareta Gillen's here, and I've come a not insignificant distance to be here today.
How far it was.
So, I'm here to speak to my brother. And you all know how a spider's web works, right? There's the spiral, it's all balanced on the radials. And without the radials, the web doesn't work. And our East Kingdom Web Ministry is the radials, and Simon is one of the strongest radials in our web. I mean, you see where I'm going with this. The society works because we all serve, and I'm not going to say we serve tirelessly because we get tired, and to deny that we get tired is ridiculous. But we keep going, and Simon kept going, even through the past year and a half, trying to figure out, as Fortune said, how to make these spaces. And the number of times that I know people went to him and said, I don't know how, we need this thing. And Simon goes, yeah, I can do that. He can take, I don't know, make it better and turn it into action items. And it just, it's not magic. It's not magic, but it happens.
It's totally magic.
I got the easy part because I get to speak to Simon's service. So thank you for that. If you have been involved in anything that the Web Ministry has done in the past year and a half, Simon has been part of the backbone of that. And he may say, well, I was just at the right place at the right time. But he was at the right place at the right time with the right skills and with the right attitude. And he is my peer. And I will fight anyone who says otherwise.
Their Majesties invite into their courts the companions of the Order of the Pelican.
Bring forth the birds. They shall flock to you. You shall join them and flock away. It's a flocking good time. Listen, you realize that I'm the nice one here?
I know that. There's never been an Do we have a medallion?
Woohoo! Plus one medallion.
Your Majesties, this was crafted by the Honorable Lord Robert McNeil.
Oh boy. Hold up. I'll show you this. It's got some heft. Put that on you. And then we got number 2.
This was gifted by Rosie Posey of the Barony of Blackale in gratitude for his friendliness and service during the plague times.
It's her job. Play with it when you get home, I promise. Is there a cap of maintenance?
Honesty there is.
I thought I'd throw a little fluff.
I made it myself.
Fluffy. It's so fluffy. Here, you want to pet it? We'll get this out of the way first. Okay, you have a preferred flop style.
Flop style?
Flop side.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It is now.
Ha. 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 Derek! My dad is Santa Claus!
There we go. Is there a coat?
Here is your Majesties.
It's shiny! Oh, yep.
Hi, Simon. I made this for you. You have to take the hat off first. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's an overcoat.
It's an overcoat.
I'll take the flop.
He has to have
Take the book.
removable arms because, you know, throwing things.
Yeah, fair.
And it's golden inside and stuff.
You can do it.
Straight up, straight up.
Straight up, arms up. What? Nope. Nope. Go down to the back. Head down. Bio. You forgot to sleep.
Good luck being inconspicuous.
Smile away.
There is
Target on your back.
We have some words. You have a
School forthcoming.
forthcoming.
No, no,
Oh, it's
No.
not.
it's here, but it's not.
It's in progress, but for now, ready?
Pelicani ordo illis adsignatur post camera angarialis magni eminentes et digni faciunt ut regno et populis benefiant. Comes Pelicani esse petra columna atque fundimentum societatis facere est. Signum Pelicani in pietate magnanimitas et liberalitas tenent. Ille comes Pelicani iubetur humanitatis et devotionis exemplare coronam et regnum honorare leges societatis tueri regnum et societate ditare scientiam et usus eius contribuere atque coronam consulere servicium Pelicani elatus stat apud valor equestris artificium laudi humanitatem rosae et constantiam magistri detentionis.
What?
The Order of the Pelican is bestowed upon those who perform great, notable, and worthy deeds of service for the benefit of the realm and the people. To be a companion of the Pelican is to be a rock, a pillar, a foundation stone of the edifice of the society. The symbol of the Pelican in her piety represents selflessness and sacrifice. As a companion of the Pelican, one is charged with setting an example of courtesy and chivalrous conduct, respecting the crown and the kingdom, supporting and upholding the laws of the society, enriching the kingdom and the society, sharing one's knowledge and skills, and advising the crown. The service of the Pelican stands proudly alongside the valor of the knight, the artistry of the laurel, the courtesy of the rose, and the perseverance of the masters of defense. In the 56th year of the society, on the 6th of November, the most excellent Ionis and Rohonic, by right of arms, the illustrious king and queen of the Easterners, holding their parliament in the barony of Bergental, sought the counsel and assent of the peers, dukes, earls, barons, and other nobles of the kingdom, and also of the community of the aforesaid kingdom, as to the elevation of the faithful, trustful, and steadfast Symon of Barnsdale to the Order of the Pelican, and took testimony as to why the aforenamed Symon is like unto a pelican.
It's gotta be.
And I'm going to skip this part, and this part, and this part, and this part. The industrious aforementioned Symons.
People got a lot to say
Thank
about
you.
it.
There are two as much as the other aforementioned order possesses, and the aforesaid Symon is further hereby endowed by arms, with arms by letters patent, in the form following, per chevron inverted, argent, and birch, in chief 3 lozenges, azure. So done and caused to be done, and marked with the Royal Ensign's Manual.
Aha.
Scroll by, wait for it, this is going to be fun. Scroll by Mistress Eleanor Catling and Doña Magdalena von Kirchberg. Text by Mistress Alice McIntosh, Lady Isla, thank you, Fortunata, Mistress Alexandra de Tamworth, and Master Gondomir Dinger.
Page 4 paragraph.
You don't want to know how much I just skipped.
I know. Okay. Fealty?
I have some.
Okay, excellent. We got a sword. Yes, it's a party.
I, Symon of Barnsdale, in the presence of my wife, my children, diverse nobles, and many other honorable people who have come to the tourney field. Since the Crown of the East has asked me in the presence of those mentioned to acknowledge to these the fealty and homage for the castles, manors, fields, forests, and places which my ancestors held and which I ought to hold as they held. Therefore, let all present and to come know that I, Symon of Barnsdale, acknowledge verily to the crown and their successors that I will be a faithful vassal to the kingdom of the East, and in all things in which a vassal is required to be faithful to, I will be. From this hour forth, I shall not bring about by deed, word, consent, or counsel harm to others, and will seek to impede such harms. I will strive to make the tasks of others possible, and aid where I may to the best of my ability. I will offer counsel when it is just to do so, and I will hear the counsel of others. I will keep and protect all words and objects entrusted to me. I will uphold the honor and justice of myself, my kinsfolk, and the kingdom of the East.
Yeah. We hear your words and we know them to be true.
Counsel will be sought and received with your be respected, and your families will be favored in the valley. My
Just as a this year's Drug Weapons Championship was our, but it was our, got to spend a good deal of time. And it was a moment for us that we reflected that on and felt was, but also really deep. So we appreciate your choice and how welcoming this is. So we hope to that your family is welcome in our home and house.
place.
For Simon, newest companion of the Order of the Pelican.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!